what a player he's been, Jason, starting in the middle of the field today. But Drinkwater's the key, there's no doubt about that. His ball playing has been immaculate again this season and will need to be this afternoon.
So we're underway. The Sharks will get first use of it. It'll be Trindle in the 7 jersey who makes the catch. Dan Atkinson alongside him in the halves. And he's reshuffled forward back. Tom Hazelton with that first carry. No Royce Hunt for the Sharks. He's out with illness. Hazelton off the bench and into the starting side. Brayley comes across here through McInnes. Across to Kafusi, who will work it forward. Played just inside the 30. McInnes once again. Ball playing block forward. He can add so much go forward though when he puts the foot down. Get a couple of big play the balls. Ison at the back end of his opening set in the NRL. Got a real shot there for his trouble, the teenager. The kick goes down to Drinkwater, who will field it and bring it back beyond the 20 for the Cowboys. And a bit of a welcome to first grade there for Liam Ison.
Yeah, Kuli Kefu, Fini Fuiaki, a big shot there on Liam Ison. But just watching his defensive movements, I mentioned coming through that Penrith system, very similar to Dylan Edwards, busy around the ruck, always looking to carry the ball in those last few plays, setting up their end of sets. Really nice start from the young fullback.
So it's McLean who works it up here, 10 short of the halfway line. Robson waiting at dummy half. Tamalolo, number 10 jersey, as he works it forward here to the halfway line. Last play in this opening set for the Cowboys. Kick from Townsend. Goes down here to Liam Ison. Mulitalo coming across. A confident teenager. He's a real live wire, blessed with so much speed, can step off both feet. There's a scouting report, and it's been a rapid rise through the ranks. Began the season Jersey flag football, but he's scored 9 tries now in 10 games for the Newtown Jets in the New South Wales Cup, and the fan base really enjoying things in the grandstand.
Yeah, plenty have travelled up to North Queensland for this one. Plenty of family and friends there, and he's had a great start. Brayley screaming out of dummy. Just watch the enthusiasm of Blake Brayley, terrific against the Tigers. When there's been no Nico Hines in the side, Brayley really comes to life, takes a lot more ownership of their attack, and had a good start here again this afternoon.
Kick from Trindle floating down to Drinkwater to field it inside his own 10. Stopped there on a good tackle by Dan Atkinson, and we get downstairs to Brent Tate.
Yeah, good afternoon, Warren and Mick. Well, Saturday afternoon football, it doesn't get much better than this. Conditions are perfect. It's currently 24 degrees and a dry pitch. It's a big test for the Cowboys, a real bogey team, the Sharks. Only winning 1 from the last 12, so the equation's simple for the Cowboys. They need to keep winning, and the Sharks have obviously started physical coming off that bye. Looking forward to this one, gents.
Such a big game, Brent. Looking forward to your thoughts throughout the game as Townsend kicks to the open spaces here. He was inside the 40. Oh, the flag goes up half a metre short of the 20-metre line. Townsend can't
I'm not sure
it.
about this. I'm not sure about this. Townsend under pressure. That looked like a 40-20, didn't it? Under pressure there from Teague Wilton. A little on the outside of the boot. Lands narrowly inside. Gee, that's a stiff call. Very close for the former Shark, Chad Townsend.
Unless you had an official planted there on the junction of the 20 and the sideline, almost impossible for a touch judge who's floating with the play, trying to run and judge where the ball crosses the line. He might be 20 metres away from it. The ball does go down from Kafusi, and the Cowboys get the first real attacking chance of the game as a result.
Yeah, good contact here. Robson, who's just such a good defender, isn't he? Front on the much bigger Oregon Kafusi. And on the inside, Nene just lending a hand to the tackle. And this is the kick here. Gee, it goes awfully close. I still think that's a 40-20, I'm sure. Look at that.
The shadows seem to be almost directly under the ball, and it certainly crossed, the shadow crossed inside the 20, for what it's worth.
Funny how it works out though. Cowboys now with a full set. The error from Kafusi.
Reuben Cotter, one of the Origin reps back. Cowboys colours here. Tamalolo works it inside the 20. towards Hazelton as they set up a shift to the left-hand side potentially. Robson goes that way. Here is Dearden. Comes out the back, Drinkwater. Good hands. Holmes on to Taulagi. Returning tonight from a hamstring strain. It was quick to go to the left-hand side, and Holmes did well with his final pass.
Yeah, really strong carry from Jason Taumalolo, although relatively slow play the ball. Hazelton all over him in the play of the ball. Then the ball goes out to the left-hand side, and it's beautiful work from Dearden and Drinkwater combining. We've spoken about how important Drinkwater's ball playing will be on the edges. And that combination, the Queensland combination, Valentine Holmes under pressure, what skill that was. And he finds Murray Tuolangi, one of the great finishers. Great hands there from Holmes. The catch and pass superb. And Taulagi over in the corner. The Cowboys on the board with their first opportunity attacking Cronulla's line.
Now they were clinical. They just went to that side, set it up beautifully from just the outside, the right upright. Gave them all the room they needed. Try and find a bit of space on the end, and it was Taulagi returning after being ruled out of Game 3 for Queensland in the Origin decider at Suncorp Stadium.
Todd Payton in high praise, talking to Brent Tate before the game about the inclusion and the late inclusion of Murray Taulagi and just the influence that he has on individuals. And certainly this man, Valentine Holmes, they seem to have a very unique combination and a great trust in one another. And Holmes, great skill under pressure there. Katoa coming in hard. And a nice piece of play from the Cowboys early.
And a confidence booster as well for the Cowboys. They've got such a poor record against the Sharks. This one away to the right-hand side will stay there. Of their last 15 games played in the regular season, the Cowboys have won just once.
Incredible.
Against Cronulla. But watch it again, Drinkwater and then Holmes. A little juggle by Taulagi, but what a good finisher he has been for a number of seasons now.
Yeah, it's a great pickup, isn't it? Looking at that in slow motion. That was a little out in front of that left hand. He had to reach forward at full speed.
Given the first chance to go on the attack, they banked some points early on here. 4-0 after not quite 7 minutes in Townsville. Brayley with the restart. Going into Tom Dearden, who made that line bust last week, set up Jackson Purdue. The narrow victory against the Bulldogs. Taumalola.
He's in trouble, Kafusi.
He's been left on the ground there off the back of that contact with Jason Taumalolo. To that in a moment as McLean works it forward here beyond the 20. Just watch again here and see as he just turned. A bit of friendly fire there. Maybe some connection there between Nikora and also Kafusi, who, as they wrap around the back of the ball carrier, just touched heads. He's back on his feet, looks to be okay for the moment. Townsend kicking here. It'll come down towards Liam Eisen once again, backing away from it. Grew up as a Sharks fan despite playing for St Mary Saints in the Penrith Juniors, but what of course they've done in recent times, Penrith. I guess a foot in both camps as far as his support, but now he's a Shark after coming through all the junior grades with the Panthers, and he's made a very solid opening here as the Sharks work it away through Ramian. Now Katoa coming in, popping it out the back, comes to Nikora. A chance there, the Sharks, a real chance, is Nane, comes to Trindle, a turnover again by Cronulla at their own end. They go quickly to the right-hand side. Vailea runs towards Iro, and he'll take him down about 5 metres out.
That was Taulagi that got hold of Nikora.
It's McLean in the middle of the field. Looking for an offload, hanging on to it. Just 2 plays gone, 10 metres out. Dearden quickly on that left-hand side. Fina Fuiaki snapped there. Great defence by the Sharks. Dearden, now Taumalolo, his pass. Townsend did well not to reach for it, potentially knock it on. Comes back out to Drinkwater. Defend away from Ramian, but wraps him up. Trying to get going again here, having lost 10 metres or so on the play as Cotter runs towards Teague Wilton. Here is the last for the Cowboys. Dearden swung to this right-hand side. He'll switch it back over to Townsend. Under pressure there. Well, whatever they had in mind did not work out.
Yeah, it's been a set play that the Cowboys have rolled out a number of times this year where they switch from one side of the field to the other and then try and kick in behind, moving the fullback around. And great detail shown from the man that made the error, Britt Nickera, up hard on that right edge for the Cronulla Sharks in the face of Townsend. And now the outside back's going to work, and a bit of friendly fire here.
Jason Taumalolo grimacing on the ground. He might have been hit there by, as you say, a bit of friendly fire once again, as we saw with Kafusi and Nickera.
It was a really strong tackle. Was it Nene that came from the inside? Yeah, it was. Just banged Iro. His head colliding with Taumalolo. He's been aggressive, Nene, early. And his teammate Jason Taumalolo has come up a little worse for wear here. You'd imagine he may have to head off for a HIA, which would probably see Griffin Neame into the action early here.
As you said, Mick, game 271 today for Jason Taumalolo. Goes past the great Jonathan Thurston. Sam McIntyre it is. Will come on here for the Cowboys. Just a real pinball effect. Solid shot from Nene on.
You wonder how Iro is as well. Solid contact, that.
Seems to be okay. This man, for the moment, go to the dressing room for the full HIA. McIntyre is out there. Interesting change. I thought Neame would have been the obvious replacement there. Rayleigh works it forward here. Innes chopped down there by Tom Dearden, who was just outstanding with tackles like that for Queensland in game 3.
No, he was terrific, and I thought he was great last week against the Dogs as well. He's come out of Origin and they back that disappointment with some real form.
Kick floating backwards was Taulagi. It comes off him, and it will be Sharks' possession. Tough one there for Taulagi, who didn't want to catch it up against the sideline, then be bundled into touch.
Yeah.
So he leaves it, but then the ball bounces off a point, straight back to him and into touch. Great result for Cronulla.
Great result for the Cronulla Sharks. And we saw the error from Kafusi gave the Cowboys their first opportunity, and they found points with Cronulla now on the back of the Taulagi error. Gives Cronulla a full set inside the red zone here of the Cowboys for the first time.
See if they can work it for a shot for Liam Ison to show what he can do with that speed and that footwork. A try scorer in the New South Wales Cup so far this season. And the big time here tonight. It's Atkinson, Hazelton, the try scorer himself, a chop down there. And a good tackle made by McIntyre. Brayley comes out to Trindle. Ison, quick hands, comes to Mulatalo. He scores for the Sharks. A real Ronaldo celebration as well, but a try assist already on debut for the 19-year-old Liam Ison.
Yeah, this is really classy. There's been huge raps on this kid coming through. He was a real target for the Sharks. They've lured him to the Shire, and there's the error from Taulagi. Bit of luck going the way of the Cronulla side. And they venture down towards their left. Great work from Brayley. Good deception out of dummy half. You can see Townsend there coming in field. And that put the edge under pressure straight away. Violea and Felt. There was an overlap on the outside. Ison doing a great job with his skill under pressure. Trindle found Ison. Ison, good tempo, slowed his run up. And Mulatalo finds his 14th try of the season. He's certainly been an absolute weapon on the edge this year. Yeah, and going to work. Ronaldo Mulatalo. He's having a good time. He's having a good time in Townsville.
When doesn't he have a good time? No matter where he is.
We might be in for some points here, Warren.
Well, the looks of things. A couple of chances for the Cowboys. They've come away with one try. First time the Sharks go inside the red zone. They work away with some points also. So Trindle here from the sideline and will bend away to the left-hand side and stay 4 points apiece. We've got a good one, and what is a blockbuster? Super Saturday. Big win for the Bulldogs and Brisbane before this. Now this one, and then up next, it's the Roosters and the Sea Eagles. Lovely touch again, and you bet. Laying down the steps, Ronaldo Mulitalo.
Just the work of Brayley, and just touching on my point before, Warren, with no Nico Hines in the side, it's like Brayley becomes a real spark of their attack. When Hines is in the side, because he's so busy both sides of the ball, Brayley often looking for his half. And it's been a good start from the Cronulla number 9.
There is Toby Rudolph into the fray here early on, just outside the 10 on the kick restart. He'll play it from Brayley. There is Iro.
It looks like Kathusi has come off the field. Just 12.5 minutes into the game. Some concern for Cronulla.
The advice of the doctor, or the independent doctor there for the Sharks, as we saw that head clash at the other end of the field. So we can find out more about that as things progress here. Hazelton played there for McInnes, and now he's just 10 short of the halfway line. Brayley a dummy half. Come back for Atkinson. He's had some big games filling in the halves this year. Of course, Nico Hines out for a number of weeks to come off the back of that fractured ankle. A serious injury. Will do well to make it back for the Sharks this year. Back on the angle. Brings it back beyond the 30. We've had just on 14 minutes. One try each. Valentine Holmes wearing 5, playing in the centres though. And the Sharks too quickly off their line here. The Cowboys a chance to come back in the attack.
Yeah, a little bit of variety from Murray Taulagi, linking up with his opposite wing partner in Kyle Felt, just changing a little bit of direction. Earned some momentum at the play of the ball, and on the back of that, the Cronulla right edge offside, and again just a chance for the Cowboys to catch their breath. Payton watching on intently.
McIntyre it is to get the set rolling here. They begin just inside the Sharks 40. Robson, what a series he had for New South Wales. It's focus now on this run towards the finals for the 10-win, 8-loss Cowboys. Sitting in 8th position. McLean, Dearden back on the inside there for Fino-Fuiaki. Stopped though by Brayley and also Nickera. Now Townsend out the back. Drinkwater, Nane through a hole. The combination on this right-hand side opens up the space for Jeremiah Nane. The Cowboys back in front.
Their execution has been spectacular to start this game. The Cowboys in good field position. Look at Taulagi, big smile on his face, back into the side. This time, first it was Dearden and Drinkwater. This time Townsend and Drinkwater on the right-hand side. And he just did enough to get on the outside of Wilton. And once he did that, he's just got great pass selection, Scotty Drinkwater. And another try assist for him. That takes him to 20 for the season. No look pass, and Nene on the inside of Iro. One of the great try scoring back rowers in the competition. And he cruises over with the tongue out. 12th try of the season, Jeremiah Nene. And another one who is, albeit in a beaten Queensland side, seems to have springboarded out of Origin with some real confidence.
Began the season so well, but he was one of a number of players down on confidence heading into the Origin series, and Billy Slater had the faith to retain him throughout. He is back in a huge part of what they do on this right-hand side, that combination with Townsend and Drinkwater floating around the back. And I'm going to respect the speed, the tackle-busting ability of Drinkwater. And it opened up the space for Jeremiah Nane. Valentine Holmes couldn't convert the first try, but he helps it up for Murray Taulagi, but he adds 2 points here. And they've responded quickly, haven't they, to the Mulitalo try. Now Nane scores. It's 10-4 to the Cowboys, Brent Tate.
Yeah, the Cowboys, they look dialed in, not only physically, but Mick, you mentioned it, execution. They've been absolutely perfect. And that man, Scott Drinkwater, such a threat out the back with his pass. He can kick, and if he doesn't beat you with those, he'll beat you with his speed. So they look good, the Cowboys. They've, as I said, very much dialed in here this afternoon.
should be dialed in. You go through their team, boy, it's chock full of stars, including the man on screen.
Yeah, such a good player. 23 try assists, leading the competition.
Brayley once again with the restart here. It'll go down to another of the stars in Tom Dearden. Of course, Cameron Munster made his return for Melbourne last night. Awkward tackle there. Hazelton ended up in a situation there. He hit the turf pretty heavily. Back on his feet, though. He's okay. Tom Dearden, in the absence of Cameron Munster, was just enormous for Queensland, despite the losing series, as McIntyre shows it on that left-hand side. Good to see Cam Munster get through his comeback game last night. Troubles for the Melbourne Storm. Shot there, McLean here, hit by Toby Rudolph, coming out of the line at speed. Now Townsend from outside the 40. Spiralling kick, awkward one to handle. Liam Ison coming forward. It was just dipping away from him as he came to make the catch on the full. And the young man has put them under pressure here.
Yeah, he's looked confident attacking the ball early in this game. That one just slipping through the grasp. Townsend looking for the spiral, hit it a little awkwardly, and you're right, just dipped on him late. Needs to dust himself off here. Quality young player. And the Cowboys now, well, they're alight. They are up and about. 9 from 9 completions, execution superb, and starting to dominate field position.
They scored twice from 3 chances inside the 20. Here's a 4th chance right here. Did. Now set play from the scrum win. Jamming in Holmes on the angle there against the grain. Well picked off though by Nickera. Boy, it was a Swiss watch. They were moving everywhere, weren't they? Drinkwater swinging to the right-hand side. Robson to play it, 5 metres out. McLean comes across to Dearden. Nothing doing there, so he heads back towards Drinkwater. Nene was pushing up. Good hand. Vilea felt taken down there. It was Ero who takes him down. 5 away from the line. Townsend comes out to McIntyre. Runs away from Hazelton. Stopped by Nickera. Chopped him down at least. They've still got 2 plays left. Here's Drinkwater again. The man with the hot hand. Well, I think Felt thought there was a kick coming. Instead, it was the Harbour Bridge ball, which was a beautiful pass to the touch judge.
Yeah, this was the tackle from Iro on the earlier play. Did well to get underneath the fent there of Kyle Felt and just hold on to that inside leg, and then Drinkwater saw the space with Mulatalo in field. You're right, Felt coming in, I think anticipating the kick as Katoa now driven back.
Now Ramian, met there, Reuben Cotter, a terrible collision.
I know, give him room, give him room.
Ramian's a bit wobbly too, was.
He tried to push, relax.
They came out of the line off what happened on the previous tackle, and Reuben Cotter was there looking to replicate the effort on Jesse Ramian, but the collision, a shocking one for Reuben Cotter.
That is sickening stuff, that. And as tough as nails, Reuben Cotter is his back sitting up, which is a great sign. That was a brutal collision between him and Ramian. Ramian accelerating into contact, so too Cotter. Neither man taking a backward step, and that'll be his night. Unfortunately, Cowboys hard man, always playing above his weight in the middle of the field. And this is a huge loss.
Chad tried to push you, and I'll talk to him as well. Keep it out. Chad! It's only a chat. Keep a cool head. And I've spoken to him, but let's not flare anything up. Yep.
Gee, you'd imagine Ramian would have to be checked as well. That was...
Tackle 2, Jesse!
That was really heavy collision.
It's tackle 2.
It looks to be okay. It seemed to be the shoulder of Ramian that made the contact with... he is going to be asked by the independent doctor to go from the field for the full HIA himself.
When we're talking player welfare, I mean, that's great care for Ramian. It was a big collision, really big collision, and as good as he looks, An opportunity, Talakai onto the field just to check everything's okay for Ramien. Great to see both men back on their feet, was that was a big collision.
Quite remarkable given the way Reuben Cotter went down. Boy, your heart was in your mouth for a moment. Here is Brayley. Said restart here for the Sharks. It happened inside the 40, so it has to be a full penalty.
Back here.
And the Sharks, off the back of the drama we've just seen with both Ramien and Reuben Cotter leaving the field. Reuben Cotter, we know his night is done given the way he went to the ground. Lots of boxes ticked there as far as the Category 1. We'll see what the doctors say as far as Jesse Ramien is concerned. See us in the Talakai. They'll work it forward here. Off the bench here, natural replacement on that right-hand side. Jesse Ramien to play in the centres for the moment. Rudolph goes towards the uprights, chopped down there by McIntyre. Brayley. Now here's Trindle. Sends across to Ison, already with that try assist for Mulitalo. Didn't open up for him this time around, so he takes the tackle. Comes back to Trindle. There's McInnes giving it off to Rudolph. Fires a ball out the backboard. They got lucky there, could have gone anywhere. Ends up in the hands of Nickera. He brings it back towards the post. And they've got 2 plays left in this set. Brayley again. Once more. Rubbers this time. Wilton was pushing through. Drinkwater waiting. Oh! He waited and waited. In the end, he had to take it dead. Did he know that Wilton was there?
Well, he's a risk taker, Scotty Drinkwater. I'm sure he knew, although he did sneak around from the outside. Yeah, nice kick there for the Sharks, and they built some pressure.
Let's go down to you, Brent.
Yeah, guys, not great news coming out of the Cowboys camp. Jason Taumalolo has a suspected fractured cheekbone. Reuben Cotter's obviously a Category 1, so he won't be back. So they've now activated the 18th man, which is Jake Randall. So big news coming out of the Cowboys sheds.
So two players lost here for the Cowboys as far as head injuries are concerned. Jason Taumalolo and Reuben Cotter. And the 18th player, Jake Granville, activated. Thank you for that, Brent. Drama here for the Cowboys. They're under pressure. Now a ball put down. There'll be a penalty given away by Harrison Edwards for a hand in the play the ball.
Wait.
A bit to take stock of here for Todd Payton and the Cowboys coaching staff as Hazelton works it towards the uprights. Brayley from dummy half. It comes out to Trindle. Holds it up. Goes to Atkinson. Taulagi was there. If he comes up with that, he probably goes 90 metres to score.
Did a really good job to collapse Valentine Holmes defensively. Nice play from the Cronulla Sharks. Trindle doing a good job. You can see Holmes coming in for Taulagi. That lands on his chest. There's every chance that he should be racing down the other end of the field, putting that under the black dot. A really good read, and needed to be, from Murray Taulagi. As the Cowboys just take stock. What a bloke who just joined us. Taumalolo and Reuben Cotter ruled out of the game.
Cowboys still under pressure here as the Sharks go to the right-hand side from the scrum. There is Jason Taumalolo. His night is over. Likewise, Reuben Cotter. The 18th man activated. Jake Granville could come in handy in the middle of the field at the back end of the game. Here is Brayley from dummy half, finds Hazelton. Drinkwater under pressure there, right beside the play. The ball did well in the end on Big Tom. It's Trindle showing it. Edwards makes a good tackle. Set restart though for the Sharks. Comes to Brayley, McInnes. Cowboys hanging on by a fingernail. Another set restarts. Brayley finds Atkinson. Ison was out the back. Atkinson takes it to ground. Tackles to play with here. Hazelton again. They've been good on him. They just keep pounding the middle though, trying to draw in the defence around the uprights. They've done that well. Here's Trindle. Rubbers now. Early in the set of 6. And Taulagi keeps it in play for the Cowboys.
Brilliant work. Really nice work from Murray Taulagi. Positioned himself perfectly. Just held himself back ahead of the defensive line, in the pocket a little. And did a great job. Talakai coming through. And a good defensive period under pressure there. The Cowboys defending their line. With multiple set restarts. And they hold on.
Griffin Neem out there now for Todd Payton and the Cowboys as he works it up towards the 40. Tackles to play with there, the Sharks, and Trindle rolled the grubber in pretty early in the tackle counts as Ison brings it back here. He'll be tackled by Nane and also via Leah here. The Sharks begin at their own 30. Errol. Carry there. Meters after contact. Morgan Kafusi is back out there. Quick check on him. He was okay. So comes through Trindle. Down to Rudolph. Goes down to the 40. They've got 2 plays remaining in this set. Brayley. Here is Ison using that speed at the back end of the set. Looking for a legs tackle. Ends up on his back though. Good work by Griffin Neem as Atkinson puts it in the air. Katoa coming through. Talakai is there also. And let Drinkwater make the catch. The Cowboys roll up their sleeves from deep inside their own territory once again.
Yeah, a few rotations through the middle from Craig Fitzgibbon, and there's a bit of fatigue on the back of a few defensive blocks for the Cowboys through the middle of their forward pack. Cronulla starting to make some inroads, starting to win the battle of territory as they go here to Edwards, who's hit strongly by Teague Wilton.
Off the back of those set restarts, all the pressure they had inside the 20, the Sharks have had 8 of the last 9 sets of 6. And off the back of that, Townsend again lofting a kick here from inside his own 30. So the Sharks on top. This battle for field position. Mulatalo pokes his nose through the line. Here's Ero away from the sideline. Held there by Edwards. Gets some help eventually from McIntyre also. But they're on the front foot here to begin this set.
They need to find a stoppage here, the Cowboys. This set for set, they're really starting to fall off some tackles. Look at the possession there. 60% with Cronulla. Now the last 10 minutes, Kafusi now. Look at this, it's getting loose.
McIntyre, good tackle around the legs there, but Brayley quickly out of dummy half brings Rudolph into the contest just inside the 10. Out of the right edge, Trindle out the back. Atkinson met by Taulagi, who had visions of pulling off a one-on-one strip after stopping him cold. Great tackle by the winger. Good hands by Trindle. Lofts a kick out towards Mulatalo. Catch, pass, Wilton will be denied.
Gee, you look at that Cowboys side earlier in the season that conceded 42 points against Cronulla, and there was periods where they just couldn't defend their line. Here at home tonight, sitting in 8th position, season on the line stuff. They are showing some real ticker. A lot of possession with this Cronulla side. And they are holding out one of the best attacks in the competition.
It's the quality of the contact as well from the Cowboys. And as you mentioned, Mick, when they had that slump, all those wins in a row after the 3-0 start, well, their defence was the worst in the competition for a period there. Now Dearden puts Holmes away. Drinkwater puts his hand up, toes it forward again. Taken down by Brayley. Mulatalo ends up with it for the Sharks. It's play on for the moment.
That's an important stop from Chad Townsend. Hold on. Well, hold on.
Okay, buddy. We've got no try, but we're looking for a potential penalty try if he's the first person in front. If not, we've got a professional foul.
It's brilliant work from Dearden. Down that left-hand side, found Holmes back on the inside now. He's kicked ahead for Scotty Drinkwater.
Scott Drinkwater kicks the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Blake Brayley then tackles him. We're ruling out a penalty try because Ronaldo Mulatalo is in the vicinity. However, it is a professional foul against Blake Brayley.
There's no doubt.
We have a decision.
Couldn't have been a penalty try with the effort of Katoa and Mulatalo in the frame. And that's a tough one for Brayley. But in the end, no option really for the officials.
$12 metres out, Matty.
So Adam G sends Blake Brady to the sin bin for 10 minutes. And we have 12 remaining in this opening half.
Beryl onto the field, making his debut, the 29-year-old. And look at this, plenty of family and friends enjoying the moment too, and he's come on at a period where the Cowboys will be attacking their line. A big blow. Brayley has been arguably one of the best on the field to start this game. Really crafty out of dummy half. And the minute he made contact was there after Drinkwater kicks ahead. There was no option.
I mean, he no doubt thought that Drinkwater was going to pick the ball up. He made every motion as if he was going to pick the ball up, and he just had to effect a tackle there. He wasn't to know that he wasn't going to kick it, and as it turned out, you saw him, the arms raised, saying, "Oh, I didn't mean to take him down there," but too late for Blake Brayley. So the Sharks down to 12. The Cowboys take the option here to push this out to an 8-point lead. So much on the line in this game. Cowboys in 8th place, and Shark number 562 on the field. Jaden Beryl, who makes his debut at 29 years of age.
Yeah, it's a great story. Craig Fitzgibbon just waxing lyrical about how selfless he's been. Been at the club for a number of years now. Been a real feature and one of the best regularly for Newtown, their feeder club. And you can see Fitzgibbon there just passing the messages down. I think the Cowboys took the two for the simple fact not only that it puts them ahead a little further, but just to have a stoppage. It had been all Cronulla, hadn't it, for the last 10 minutes.
Had so much possession, as we said, 8 of 9 sets at one stage there before the Cowboys get the ball back in their hands. Griffin Neem punching his way through the front line there. Brings it back almost to the 20.
Contact there, Talakai.
Fuiaki up in the face. Talakai met so heavily by him, and now Dearden show there, creative on that left-hand side. Quick play the ball. Robson jumping out from dummy half. Drinkwater was there sweating on another offload. So it comes to Dearden. Now Neem just take it forward, and against 12 men, they're back in Sharks territory. Last play here for Townsend. They're kicked out to the edge. Kyle Felt pushing forward. They're happy for Mulatalo to make the catch and wrap him up just outside the 10. Ronaldo, as always, resents the fact that he was tackled. It's Neem.
Good run here. He's been a real handful, hasn't he? You're carrying the ball again tonight. Just bouncing away from multiple defenders.
He's extended his time with the Sharks in the build-up to this game. He'll remain with Cronulla until the end of 2026.
It's a great signing. You knew just once he got his opportunity. He had to wait for a while with the centre pairing of Talakai and Raymond. Early kick here from Trindle.
Kick from inside the 40. He has the angle. He gets a big result. What a kick by Braden Trindle.
Tom, we gave away 4 last time.
Only 12 men on the field. Comes up with this, and it was a long way inside the 40 as well. And a chance to close this gap up. Short-handed as they are.
That's a great kick. Playful kick. Really smart from Trindle.
Rudolph it is. Just take it towards the uprights and play it here as Beryl from dummy half.
He can over the top of Drinkwater.
Here's Trindle, the first receiver on this left-hand side. At the back to Ison. Look at him step and dance. Gives it to Talakai. He knew there was something on Talakai, so he puts the ball down, and in his rush to try and tip it on there out to Katoa. They're back outside the 20. Beryl runs a long way. The Queenslander. Again, his footy playing juniors for Runaway Bay. They've lost their way here, though. Trindle, the first receiver, watched the ball fly past him. Now Rudolph goes out the back, cleaned up by Braden Hamlin-Welly, who's fresh on the field. Pops it, Wilton, Trindle, Ero dives in to score for the Sharks. It wasn't pretty. At times it was damn right ugly, but boy, it worked out in the end.
Yeah, they lost their way until they found big Braden Hamlin-Welly, who came charging onto the field. And with one of his first touches, gets the offload, and that was the circuit breaker. This is the 40-20. Great kick Play 4 kick from Braden Trindle, and it just makes its way over the touchline. The loose pass from Atkinson picked up, and you can see here as Hamlin Welly gets the footy, he accelerates his way down this left-hand side of the field. They do a really good job here to keep the ball alive. There's Trindle, found Irrell, and he just came off that left foot on the inside there of Violea. But it was the work of that man there, Hamlin Welly, the former Cowboy. He kept the ball alive, and the Sharks down to 12, but they hit back and find their second of the night.
Craig Fitzgibbon will be watching on from the coach's box saying, yep, just like we drew it up at training in the build-up to this game.
Yeah.
Trindle now. Craig, the Sharks back within 2, and all of this, of course, using up time while they're down to 12 men. And Blake Brayley watching on from the sideline. Good kick by Braden Trindle, who gave them the 40-20, and the field position to go at the Cowboys once again. The ball went past Beryl. He in turn had thrown one to the ground earlier in the set, and then Wilton out the back to Trindle. Just had to find the space eventually, given the defenders that had been drawn in by Hamlin Welly. And it's 12-10. What a game we've got here in Townsville.
It's a number of times now that the Sharks 6 offloads to 0, where they haven't sighted their target. They've just looked to promote the ball. It's a real focus tonight for some reason for Cronulla. And that time a bit of luck coming on the back of it. 5 tackle busts already for Irrell. Real kid.
On that side of the field, his own, hasn't he? In the full jersey for Craig Fitzgibbon in 2024. Rudolph bringing it forward there, hit heavily by McIntyre over the top. Still just over 3.5 minutes remaining while the Sharks are down to 12, but if they can have at least this possession and one more in that time, they might limit the Cowboys to a set working it away from their own end only. Oh, Hamlin Welly. Run over the top there of, was it Finafuiaki?
Yeah.
Now Beryl, dummy half, finds Ison, Shark 562, passing to Shark 561. The 19-year-old teenager has put it down though and given the Cowboys a chance. The Sharks are hoping not to give them. Robson here. Tackle number 1, 25 metres out. Across to Wedgwood, who runs towards Beryl. Robson from dummy half. Who did it inside for Holmes. And simple stuff to begin this set. Midway through it they are. Townsend now at first receiver. Edwards is punching through the middle once again. Quite a conservative set here in attack. They've still got 2 plays remaining. Now it's time to hit the go button. Townsend for Neem through the tackle there of Trindle. He did well to get a piece of him. Ison did the rest. Last play, McIntyre throws a long one. Robson feigns a kick. Here's Dearden. Trapping and scrapping was Nickera. The Cowboys get another 6 tackles.
Yeah, it was a nice tackle on Griffin. Neem had to be made. The big fella almost through as Edwards hit hard.
Edwards here to play it. Robson finds Dearden, holds it up. Crash ball there for Finafuiaki. Good tackle by Nickera. They spin it through Holmes to Dearden, takes them on. Great stop by Hamlin Welly. He plays it. Robson only just got there to dummy half. Now Drinkwater out the back. Violea, he goes to Felt. He plants it down for the Cowboys. There might be something for the bunker, though, to check. A little decoy back on the inside, but Felt plants it down for the moment. It's 16-10.
And it comes off the back of Tom Dearden, who is really starting to inject himself. It was a great run, almost found a way through the Sharks' defensive line, close to the line. And you can see there, Violea. Well, he's the recipient of some more brilliant work from Drinkwater. Try confirmed. Drinkwater's had a great start to the game with his ball playing in good field position, but put this down to the little number 6. Tommy Dearden really starting to find his running game, playing with confidence. And on the back of it, the skill on the edges. This time again, they venture, targeting Cronulla's left. And Kyle Felt, what a finisher he's been for the Cowboys. And Toddy Payton, well, he's out of the seat and enjoying himself tonight.
Couple of quick looks, saw the bunker needed to confirm that Nane went straight through the line, didn't interfere with any of the Sharks defenders. And, well, it was probably their last chance while they had this one-man advantage with Brayley still in the sin bin for the Sharks. So they make some hay there while they get the chance. Now Holmes from out near the sideline.
It's that right edge of the Cowboys. Nane, 12 tries, Felt 12 tries. Some genuine try scorers, don't they? And when Drinkwater starts to venture out on those edges, they are just such a potent attacking side.
Push this out to an 8-point game once again. Strike fading back from Val Holmes. Over the black dot it goes. It's an 8-point lead, Brent Tate.
Yeah, it certainly is, and it's a Cowboys big guns dead, and then Drinkwater starting to inject themselves into this game. That was a big error from Eisen and a real change of momentum. The Sharks are really starting to get on top physically, with the Cowboys losing Tamalolo and Cotter, two of their most physical in the middle of the park. That was a real shift of momentum, so a big win for the Cowboys there.
Did and such key involvement once again in the lead up to the try. Ruben Cotter with a mouse and nice egg on that right eye, back on the bench. Good sign that he looks to be clear-eyed for the moment. Scary moment though, wasn't it? He went down in that collision with Jesse Ramian. Kick here. Down to Drinkwater. Off to McIntyre to work it forward, and the Sharks now back as the seconds tick by to 13 on 13, with Brayley about to, in fact, is back out there now.
Just seeing Ruben Cotter on the bench, it's that big defensive block where he would have made a mountain of tackles. You can see where they'd missed him through the middle of the field, and it's going to be the second half where fatigue really starts to kick in and Cotter finds more gears. When others start to fatigue, as we see another yardage penalty.
On the back of the head.
On the back of the neck here from Wilton on Nane, whose footwork's really troubling them. But he's a big blow, Cotter. So too Jason Taumalolo.
This is a big set of 6 here. Not a great kick for the line from Chad Townsend. Fairly conservative there. Didn't want to try and bite off too much and not fine touch. Here we are, 45 metres out, and only 70 seconds remaining in this first half. As Neem runs it towards Hamlin Welly and drags him backwards as well. Metres after contact there. Slowish play the ball. Robson for Dearden. Goes to Fino Fuiaki. Chopped down on a nice tackle by Atkinson. It's Dearden handing it off from McIntyre. Get themselves back midfield, 20 metres out. 4 tackles gone. Back to the left they go. Dearden, Drinkwater tapping it on. What a touch that was to Lungy. Chopped down only a metre out. An incredible touch by Scott Drinkwater.
Ridiculous.
Holmes, 6 more tackles. Pass goes to ground. Townsend under pressure here. Looking for an option. What's he thinking? He's looking back beyond the 40 for a moment there. Throws a bounce pass to Kyle Felt. He puts a kick in. Oh! Can you believe what you've just seen? An absolute disaster.
I think he pulls Ison out of the way. I don't think this will be a try.
Coming into one, I got no try. I believe Kyle Felt holds the Sharks fullback off the ball from grounding it, therefore it's a penalty.
Mulatala. Oh my gosh, Felt. Well, it's a hit and hope.
Kyle Felt kicks the ball, all the chasers are onside.
Ison Mulatala, I've got this handled, no problem. What is he doing?
Ronaldo attempts to kick the ball backwards, playing on at this stage.
Well, once Felt puts his hands around Ison here and pulls him back.
Kyle Felt then grabs the Sharks fullback and prevents him from getting to the ball. We have a decision.
Well, only the actions there of Kyle Felt in making contact with Liam Ison saves the blushes of Ronaldo Mulatalo, because there was going to be never a moment to live that down. You would never
Fitzgibbon.
recover from that.
Well, he might not have come out in the second half.
He may not have. Trying to rubber the ball dead, has an air swing, and Felt grabs Ison. Otherwise, Craig Fitzgibbon might have had a call to make. Ronaldo, I'm sorry, your game is over. Down to you, Brent Tate.
Scheming in the back end of that first half.
So we're back underway. The Sharks were down to just the 12 men for the last 12 minutes of that opening half. Good tackle here, though, on Griffin Neem. Ramian, bit of attention. The big Kiwi forward on the ground. And now Fino Fuiaki. They've come out all fire and brimstone, the Sharks here. They can be a very good second half team, and they've had to be a number of times in 2024 after they've given away leads to teams in the opening 40. Nothing has changed there tonight for Cronulla. It's Edwards to play it.
Looked like a side that's had a stern talking to at half-time.
Did just that. Here is chance just outside the 40 for Drinkwater to play it. Robson feeds it back. Townsend from outside the 40. It'll go down the middle of the field anyway, so no chance there for Mulitalo. And he'll bring it back just inside his own 30. Good opening set by the Cowboys with this 8-point lead. They're in 8th position on the ladder. Sharks in 3rd place, 11 wins and 6 losses. And now here is Errol once again, proving to be a handful to stop.
He is just marching downfield with that post-contact meters tonight. Number of tackle busts look awesome out on that left side, Errol.
Good carry also here by Rudolph. Will play it just inside the Cowboys 40. Brayley from dummy half. Trindle, they've stacked the numbers here. Wilton was there, but the Cowboys had plenty of defence as it turned out. Violea putting the bump on. Last play from Trindle. Will go down towards Kyle Felt, who flies for it. Got a touch on it. Still the last, though, is the call, and that will be the changeover. No touch by Felt is the call.
It looked like it came off Kyle Felt, didn't it? He went after the collision. Kyle Felt came forward, and now he gets on the inside there of Rudolph with the run. Oh, boy. Did that look like it got knocked on by Mulitalo first into Felt? Anyway, Cowboys with the ball.
It's Valentine Holmes who has it here. Him on the wing, reshuffle with Talangi proving his fitness, and here he is. He was the first try scorer of the game back in the 6th minute. A bright opening. Now Neem, Brayley underneath. Stop there with Atkinson over the top. Down the short side, Drinkwater under some pressure here. Always dangerous going to the sideline for the kick. Ison at a moment for the Townsend kick in the first half. Good stop here by Dearden. As the Sharks work it away, we go downstairs to Brent Tate.
Yeah, thanks, Warren. Just out of the coach's box first with Craig Fitzgibbon. He was pretty happy with the first half. He thought they handled the contest well. Just wants a little more attention to detail, both attack and defence. Toddy Payton, he was quite happy as well. Thought they were coming out of trouble well defensively. Just wants them to be a little more aggressive into the contact to stop the offloads. His last words were, defence will win this game.
He's always been big on defence from the moment he arrived in North Queensland. Todd Payton, as Brayley comes here through Beryl, still out there doing some ball playing. And plenty of game time here on debut, the 29-year-old Brayley. Comes to Trindle, who puts it up, going backwards. Drinkwater wants to get a running start here. Ramian never had eyes on the ball there. He came through and took Drinkwater out of it. Might have hurt himself in the process.
Yeah, well, he completely missed time. This Jesse Ramey just comes through and just blatantly takes out Scott Drinkwater. No other option there for Adam G, the referee, just to penalise Ramey, and flying through the air. Lucky, not some serious damage done there to Drinkwater.
It's not a disruptor, that's a mugging. A Central Park mugging.
Wow. An interesting start there from the Cronulla side. Cowboys now, just an opportunity to settle things down and get some flow back into this contest. A bit of rush of blood there from Ramian.
As the Cowboys back in Sharks territory here as McIntyre plays it. Robson comes through Edwards. Now Townsend holds it up. Drinkwater had to die there with the ball. Otherwise, chance of running in behind Nane. And now there's a penalty being given away.
Yeah, and then you come up with it and let it go.
Gee, discipline really hurting Cronulla, who started this second half with some real venom in their defence. And they've just gifted the Cowboys an opportunity to not only catch their breath, but to again get themselves down like we saw in this first half. Down attacking their try line.
Vilea off the tap. Playing here just outside the Sharks' tent. Townsend at first receiver. Comes to knee, and was punched towards the uprights, while Dearden on this left-hand side. Again scheming with Drinkwater once again. In tandem here, Dearden. Comes to McIntyre instead. Drinkwater out the back, waiting for his moment. Robson looking, who wants it? Shows left, goes back out to Townsend, who grubbers. Nane is there. He went across the top of the ball. He was very close to getting a touch on it, but perhaps the Sharks grounded the ball first.
We've got no try to start with. We just want to see if Jeremiah actually grounds it.
Again, it's that perception of Robson at dummy half that just does enough to hold in Ison, who had to cover some ground, and then Townsend kicking him behind. Trindle read it well.
Onside from the kick, just looking for grounding.
And then he got there. Looks like Trindle gets the footy down, forces it in the in goal. And Cronulla survive.
And the ball is grounded by Cronulla on the goal line. We have a decision.
At full stretch as well. As Braden Trindle to dive and save that moment for the Sharks. Red lights for the Cowboys. Stays an 8-point lead here, but all the pressure. Oh no. In reaching out to plant that ball down. Suffered a subluxation of the shoulder here. Let's watch again Trindle, that left arm. And you see players do that partial dislocation as they reach out to either score tries, or in this case, Trindle saving a try. Talakai was there, speaking of shoulders, coming out looking for a real shot on Griffin Neame. Edwards takes it back inside the 30. Talakai is there again with Nickera and also Brayley. Good contact by the Sharks here. Slow down the play, the ball. Townsend. Talakai, he's on a mission.
Yeah, he is. He's been beaten a couple of times with some late footwork, but he's got some real mongrel in his defence. Talakai, doesn't he?
Tuiaki taken down there by Atkinson and also Ramian. 4 plays gone for the Cowboys. Dearden comes out to McIntyre. Holds it up. Townsend. Drinkwater. Mulitalo jamming in. Did well. Had to shut it down there. One more play though. Robson. Flat for McIntyre, and then Townsend, or play on is the call.
Change over here.
Had to be a knock on by Townsend. For a moment I thought the referee.
Change over.
Let things continue on. It might have been a word from the touch judge. Now are they challenging here the knock on?
Okay, Matty. It was the last tackle. Cowboys are challenging the decision of knock on.
Okay, so a little bit of breakdown communication at the ruck with Robson and his ability to find Townsend. There's the flick out the back.
Chad Townsend initially knocks the ball backwards and then regains possession by the Cowboys.
So, through the advent.
The referee then blows his whistle. It's a mutual infringement, and the challenge by the Cowboys is successful.
Around about at least 100 years. It's 95 years it was a knock-on. But now you get the chance to slow it down and take a look, and the referee, the bunker says, it backwards off the hands of Townsend, so it is a do-over here, and boy, they needed it because there was a real mix-up there between Robson and McIntyre. McIntyre will in fact play it.
Scott! Drinkwater's got to play it.
It was Drinkwater who was caught on that previous tackle by Ronaldo Mulitalo, so he has to come back over and play
Last
it.
one, guys!
Things in the right order here.
Last!
So Townsend gets the chance at first receiver this time. Dearden, grubbers, not a great one through the line. It went off one set of legs, cleaned up there by Atkinson. And the Sharks begin inside their 10. They've done well to hang on, all flat pass there. And the Cowboys jumping the gun. Up inside the 10, the Sharks get some free meters. Good kick for line as well, brings it back within 10 of the halfway line. No change as yet to a half-time score line of 18-10. Sharks with 11 wins, 6 losses. Taking on the Cowboys 10 and 8. Now the Cowboys, they still have another bye to come in this run towards the finals. They're in great position, especially if they can go on and win this game tonight. Hamlin-Welly will play it here. 35 out from the Cowboys line. Trindle finds Kafusi. Good charge there, good tackle. But a quick play, the ball has Brayley in motion. Wilton going with him. Comes towards Townsend and also Drinkwater. Just like that, the Sharks are back inside the 10. Last play though, it's Trindle looking for Atkinson. Finds him here. Ramey in now, runs towards Holmes, gets him by the jumper and swings him towards touch. Ball comes back in field. Atkinson is there, tackled eventually by Taulagi.
Yeah, really well defended. Valentine Holmes looking to run the ball on the last, and they got what they were after. The one-on-one battle with Ramey, who is always hard to handle. Had the big left-hand fend out as Granville comes into the action. One of the favourites here at Queensland Country Bank Stadium, a grand final winner.
25 years of age, one of the eldest statesmen of the NRL in 2024 is Jake Granville. Of course, he was the 18th man to begin the game, but through the concussion suffered by Jason Taumalolo and also Reuben Cotter, 8th man activated and out there now with still more than half an hour remaining. Dearden, Drinkwater, here is Holmes, goes to Taulagi, beats the tackle of Katoa. Coming across, grabbed there by Hamlin-Welly. Atkinson makes sure he hits the deck. Robson, roll here, Dearden, goes wide. Nane, 3-on-2, comes to Vailea, quick ball to Felt, puts the brakes on, runs towards Ero, dragged down by Wilton. Only a couple of metres out. We'll play it there as Vailea spins at Townsend, rubbering again. It's a good one. Atkinson has to take it dead.
Gee, they're causing the Sharks' edges a bit of trouble when they've got the ball, the Cowboys, going coast to coast. Drinkwater down the left-hand side, looking for that speed mismatch with Valentine Holmes on Ramey, and then all of a sudden they just venture out to the right-hand side. Found some space out there with Felt. Townsend doing a good job. Getting it into the end goal, and Hazelton now. An early change for Craig Fitzgibbon with his front rowers.
Trindle will go long. Interesting call there. The option of going short to try and get the ball back. Dearden with the catch. And Neem will bring it back. Hazelton straight back into the action. Under pressure here to begin this second half on the Sharks. Cowboys with plenty of sets of 6, and they've been great with their hands to this point of the game. They've made just the one error. The 23 of 24 sets completed. Neem at the 20. Playing for Robson. He's did rubbering early for Napuiaki. I don't know that he realised the kick was going to be put in right there and then. They had tackles to play with. Maybe a sign of panic there from Tom Dearden.
Yeah, a bit of rush of blood there. Looking for the early kick, trying to catch Liam Ison, who's the rookie on debut at fullback tonight, the 19-year-old. But you're right, they did a really good job to get back there. The other Cronulla defenders, as Mulatalo goes to work. Meters hard to come by here for Cronulla.
Hazelton taken down by McIntyre.
That hurt him, Hazelton.
It's a snapping tackle as Trindle gets the kick away, end over end. Drinkwater, what a catch that was! He was odds-on to drop as it came away from him. He might go the rest of the way. Runs towards Trindle, bumps away from him, and then a tackle made by Mulatalo forces a mistake.
Shot clock on.
What a passage of play by Scott Drinkwater.
Unbelievable. Just bounces off the chest, took his eyes off the ball momentarily, and then just gooses the goose step on Teague Wilton, slices through the Cronulla defence, and as he hits the ground, the ball just comes loose on the ground, and what looked to be good field position to start the opening part of the set for the Cowboys and Drinkwater comes to an abrupt halt. You said, Warren, I knew you said, as soon as you said they'd been good with the ball, it was all about to come undone.
The curse. Infallible is the curse. Hazelton here, walking it forwards, recovered from that heavy hit he took just a second ago, and now Malachi towards Robson. McLean back out here for the Cowboys. It takes some stopping.
Oh, yeah.
Riding on his back there. Sipatalika. Hazelton is a big man. Needs some long studs as well. The mould's breaking through the turf there, and he goes down 45 out on the Cowboys line. Kafusi. Good stop there by Jake Randall. Fresh man on the field in the middle for the Cowboys. Very effective stop there. Trindle, plenty of hang time here. Felt going to ground as he makes the catch. Make sure they can't drive him back into the in goal.
You tackled him. Wait.
Stoppage. And recommencement. I'm not entirely sure what the stoppage was for.
Felt just sweeping the leg of Hero.
Oh, is that
Adam G having none of it.
Take the mark out of play, it should be a penalty. Just officiate the game to the rule book. They're all on the same page. Dearden from dummy half. Next to Val Holmes. He'll play it here inside the 30, so some pressure now on the
Atkinson.
kick. Here is Dearden. Right-footed kicker on the left side of the field. Brayley was right there to put some pressure on him. Didn't really make contact with the leg, and now Ison showing what he can do. Atkinson here still down on the ground. Katoa bringing it back. The Sharks, they've absorbed the pressure, and now creating some chances of their own. Ramian staying alive. Pops a ball out the back. Brayley goes quickly to Trindle. He takes them on. In the blink of an eye, they're back. The edge of the 20. 4 plays up their sleeve as well. Atkinson, it's off for Nickera. Up there by Finafuiaki and also Robson. Hazelton with hands up, waiting for a chance. Go behind him though, Kafusi was there. Now a strong tackle. Trindle though, off the offload. Gave it to Wilton. Kyle Felt takes him to ground. McLean and Townsend trying to feed in as well. Back to Trindle. Here is Hazel. Robson quickly off the line there, realised he's going with a big bald front rower. Last play, Trindle rubbering, trapping, not scrapping. Trindle still there, reaches out and plants it down to score for Cronulla. What an effort. After the ball took a ricochet, he toes it forward again and wins the race.
Yeah, he certainly looked their most dangerous tonight, hasn't he, Trindle? No Nico Hines or Will Kennedy in the side, and he has really stepped up here. Last tackle, bit of luck going the way. The second kick toes it through on the Harvey Norman replay, and Braden Trindle has got the Sharks, well, you would imagine within 2 after the kick from just adjacent to the post. And Braden Trindle, McIntyre trapping and scrapping, found a way through. And Drinkwater had already covered so much ground he just couldn't turn and get there. And the Cronulla halfback, Braden Trindle, has got the away side right back in the game. And he's doing the Macarena.
Boy, it's been a while since the Macarena got a run. Big try though. Underneath the post importantly as well. And he can convert his own try to make this a 2-point game. There's still almost 24 minutes remaining here in Townsville. Game in stark contrast to what we had earlier in the season when the Sharks blew the Cowboys away 42 points to 6. They've got the wood on the Cowboys. And they've dominated them in recent seasons. Dan Atkinson with some running repairs, a big bandage around the head. And they're turning it on tonight. And speaking of turning it on, the Rugby League, of course, returns to Las Vegas for a festival of footy once again. In 2025, you can go to NRL.com/Vegas for your tickets and travel packages to be there live at Allegiant Stadium to see all 4 games, 2 NRL games, a women's test match, Wigan and Warrington in the Super League as well.
It was an absolute spectacle over there to kick off the season, and that was with 2 games. You can only imagine what it's going to be like with 4.
So the tries, they have gone tit-for-tat so far. 3 tries apiece. Just the one conversion miss by the Sharks, the difference at the moment.
Well, 18 points is not going to win it for the Cowboys, so if they're protecting their lead, they're in trouble. The Cronulla side averaging 26 points per week will continue to ask questions, and we've seen it a number of times this year where they just do not go away. Oh, an error here from Hazelton won't help. That won't help at all. And a real momentum killer for the Cronulla Sharks.
This again as he comes towards McLean, goes to ground. The ball just coming away from that grip of the right hand. Give the Cowboys a chance to hit back. They've had plenty of chances to begin in this second half, the Cowboys, without adding to their score.
Yeah.
So they get off it here. Another set play from the scrum. Drinkwater there, gave the ball to Dearden and kept working out towards the right-hand side where Townsend is also situated. Back underway. All the talent out there on the right-hand side. They come out here where they only had Holmes and also Taulagi. And Valentine Holmes says, boys, probably should have gone to the other side of the field. I got smashed by Atkinson and company. It's McLean. Takes them inside the 20. To push this out again to at least a converted try, the difference. Robson. Comes to Drinkwater on the angle. Nane taken down and made a mistake in the tackle there of Teague Wilton.
Shot clock on.
Crash ball down the short side from Drinkwater. And it just came free there. The efforts of Wilton helping out the Sharks.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Too late to challenge. Past the 10-second mark, you're right. Looked like there was definitely a hand in there from Wilt. There was strong contact as we see McInnes about to be injected back into the game. And the Cowboys just unable to build any pressure. They were faultless in the first half with their execution. Went off in the second. This is where the Cronulla outside backs really start to do some damage. The offloads creeping up. Katoa, Ramian back-to-back carrying the ball here. Hazelton off the back of that previous error. As the ball securely here. Plays it inside the 40 as McInnes back out there. Very good with his carries and quick play to balls in his second stint as he comes back onto the field for the Sharks. And a big reason why they do finish fast ordinarily in games. Back within 2 points here. Short side raid. Brady does nicely with Wilton, who gets away from the last tackle there of Nane. It's a bit too cute because they've turned it over, and the Cowboys will have it here at around about their own 30. Yeah, not the end of set that the Sharks were after there. Wilton caught on the last tackle, and good field position here for the Cowboys. On the discussion point up there between Josh Hannay. It's given. Josh Hannay staying at the Sharks. He was in the mix with a job at Parramatta, beaten by Jason Riles. That new head coaching role at the Eels. Valentine Holmes to the sideline there for a moment. To ground eventually as Dearden brings it back through the middle. Dearden, Townsend off McLean. Comes there away to Nane. Reuben Cotter. The ice pack with that nasty bump above the right eye. Boy, that was a sickening clash before half-time. I hope there's no damage done to the jaw there with the ice pack. Townsend on the last play here. Nane a little in and away, poking his nose through the line. Knocked down by Mulatalo, but backwards comes to Townsend. And a good thing Townsend got a piece of him. Otherwise, he might have been away. Nice piece of work from Nane down that right-hand side again. He's looked really dangerous. Just unable to find his target with the offload on the last. And Mulatalo, that was a big stop from Townsend. One-on-one. Here he goes, slices through. Looking to get the right arm flick to Vilea. And Mulatalo swooped on it. That was a big tackle there from Townsend, although Dearden was coming across.
Hazelton plays it. It's McInnes. Goes across the halfway line. The Sharks with one more play here. Still got almost a quarter of this game remaining. Atkinson high to the air. Drinkwater coming forward. Clean miss. Nickera was thereabouts and ends up in the hands of Taulagi. And the Cowboys have it from their own 10. There is a toss of the coin at the moment. But the play of the game, this has really settled down into a proverbial arm wrestle.
Yeah, well, both sides look like in the opening half were here to chance their arm and trying to win it. Now they're both trying not to lose it. So much on the line tonight. Cronulla holding on by the skin of their teeth with the top four. The Bulldogs winning earlier. And the Roosters and Manly about to go head-to-head at Allianz in moments' time. And for the Cowboys, well, again, holding on to the 8th position. They want to play finals, so a lot on the line here with 17 minutes to go.
Townsend off the back of a pretty good set by the Cowboys. It's down here towards Liam Ison. Through for a shot there. Nane got a piece of him, but Ison absorbs the impact. There's the live ladder. No change as far as the Sharks are concerned, but with a victory, the Cowboys would move from 8th up to 6th. Of course, Manly to take on the Roosters beyond this one full-time on Super Saturday. Such an important game here for both clubs. Cowboys trying to move maybe within a couple of wins if they can win here to go to 11 wins for the season. 13 we're anticipating will get you a game in September. Oh, Hazelton.
Just watch the tackle technique of the 35-year-old Jake Granville here.
It's on the back of the defender.
Really stepped into contact and only marginally loses the footy. It looked like it wobbled for sure.
Coming into tackle 5, on-field ruling, but he knocks it on into the back of the Cowboys defender. Sharks challenge him.
This will be a close one.
Tom Hazelton loses possession of the ball onto the back of Jake Granville. The challenge by Cronulla is unsuccessful.
Down here, he lost the grip of the ball.
Did his hand come away?
Well, I thought it maybe was held against the back of Granville by the forearm, not the hand.
Tight call. Really
very,
tight call.
very tight call. And understand why Tom Hazelton said, well, I don't think I lost that ball.
Here it is. Look at the contact. Beautiful from Granville and the bigger man.
Well, the more you look at it, the more you think that might have been a harsh call on Tom Hazelton.
Yeah, my word. Well, the Cowboys now, they need to get their act together with the footy. And again, they go to Holmes.
Who gets smashed once again. They've shown that play before. The Sharks know it's coming. And it's Vinafuiaki here. Just 30 out from the Sharks line. McLean comes towards McInnes and also Brayley. Woodruff up there ripping at him. Make sure he hits the deck. Midway through the sets. No set restart. Dearden comes out to Harrison Edwards. Woodruff there again, making sure these forwards hit the deck.
Stacked to the right here, the Cowboys.
Dearden at first receiver. Comes back on the inside, shows it, takes them on himself. Good tackle made by McInnes. One more for North Queensland. Townsend, Drinkwater, holds it up. Felt a juggle, plants it down. Kyle Felt is in once again. Second try of the game, and he pushes them out to at least a converted try the difference.
Yeah, did a really good job, and again, it's on the back of Dearden taking on the line. We saw that in the opening half. Plenty of shape out to the right-hand side, but he decided to go himself. Townsend steps up, links up with Drinkwater, does a great job with his decision-making, and his pass selection out on the edge tonight has been first-class. Drinkwater right out in front and needed to be in the contest there. Felt and Mulatalo, two of our very good wingers. The pass had to be perfect, and it was. It was absolutely beautiful from Drinkwater, and Felt picks up his second. And that's on the back of a really tight, contentious, controversial call on the Tom Hazelton error. And the Sharks will be livid.
that was the change of possession. Hazelton and the Sharks challenging the call of knock-on field. Backed up by the bunker. Cowboys come down the field once again, as they did for Nane in the first half. That combination between Townsend and also Drinkwater.
Yeah.
Laid on a platter there from Kyle Felt. A little moment as the ball was bobbled in his hands for a second there. Now Valentine Holmes trying to push them out by 8.
Yeah, this is a big kick.
14 from full time. It's a very big kick. The premiership winner as a Shark. Back in 2016, trying to strike a blow against them right here. It's a good kick. It's an outstanding kick. Splits the uprights. Valentine Holmes makes it an 8-point game once again. We've had some Dry July celebrations tonight. Ronaldo always hard to beat. Yes, sir, from Jeremiah Nane. Cop that one, says Kale Ero. And then Kyle Felt. I think he was doing the Billy Ray Cyrus.
It's been quite the battle between two firebrand wingers, Mulatalo and Felt. Felt happy he gets one over the top of him there.
No short restart here. Still plenty of time for the Sharks. No panic. 14 on the clock, trailing by just the 8 points. What a tackle that was. It was McInnes once again. Really coming into his own at the back end of the game.
Well, they've dialed it up here, Cronulla. They're going after the Cowboys, trying to inject some life and enthusiasm after conceding points.
Shot it was by McInnes as Drinkwater comes out here. Dearden, Holmes puts a step on, beats Ramey and Taulagi. He gets away as well. Still going, Taulagi. Takes it inside the 30.
They are so good together, Holmes and Taulagi.
Last play comes from Drinkwater back to Townsend. Awkward one for Wilton, juggling, losing it. Mulatalo is there. Did he knock it on into a Cowboy? No is the call from Adam G. And it's play on for Cronulla. Teague Wilton. He had 3 or 4 stabs at it here. Watch it again. Got very big on him there. Hits the turf. Couldn't clean that up. Off the head again. Off his head maybe 3 times. And then Mulatalo pounces just in the field of play.
Yeah, I like this from Brayley. Brayley and Trindle, they're their keys.
Under pressure there, a kick from just outside their own 20. Down to Drinkwater to bring it back. Boy, he's done some work here tonight. He has been enormous for the Cowboys.
He's had a couple of really long kicks tonight, Atkinson. That was a great strike.
Halfway line. Midway through the set now, off the back of this tackle, Viliami Vailea. Comes to Edwards. Robson just keeps punching it through the middle here. They get them down into position for a kick. Put some pressure on the back 3 of the Sharks once again. McLean knows his role. Just tucks it under the arm, and now Townsend comes to first receiver. Dearden will kick out wide. Out towards Taulagi, coming down towards Katoa. He makes the catch. They'll keep it here in Sharks' hands. 5 out from their own line.
Yeah. Keep an eye on Valentine Holmes. I think he just got a finger in the eye there as he came through making the tackle on Sione Katoa.
A bit of discomfort there on this left edge of the defensive line. All put down here. He's been so good, Kyle Ero. They put it down here, and he's got a bit of cramp as well.
Yeah, always warm, humid conditions in Townsville, and plenty of sweat on the ball at this time of the game. And you can see here, just as McLean comes, oh yeah, there it is, the finger from Atkinson, just collecting Holmes on the way down. But you can see just the sweat on the ball from the collision with McLean. Ero just unable to control the ball. They can't concede here, Warren. Cronulla just simply cannot concede here.
From the scrum. And they do go to Townsend this time. But Dearden was there feeding the scrum. And Drinkwater inside. Vilea playing it. Comes back to Edwards. So they do what the Sharks do and just pound the middle. Rudolph there tapping Hazelton, saying on one-on-one, trying to rip it away from Edwards, but he had a secure grip. Dearden on the switch. Back to Drinkwater. Up against some tired forwards. Beats Trindle. Taken down eventually by Wilton and also Ison. And Nane, his pass goes to Townsend. He grubbers, well, Holmes was offside. Holmes put his hand up for a kick, but jumped the gun. Townsend saw him and like a moth to the flame, couldn't resist putting a kick in, but subconsciously knowing he's offside.
Yeah, a little shake of the head there from Townsend at marker. Disappointed with himself. Disappointed that he and Holmes, two former teammates, played a lot of footy together, just couldn't get their execution and timing right. Trindle now through Mulatalo up towards the 40-metre line. He's clutching at a left knee.
He's in a bit of trouble out there, Ronaldo, for the moment. Here is Katoa now. Good tackle by Dearden, but not stopped entirely, so it's play on. Ison here, doing some stepping once again, up against Jordan McLean. Griffin Neame with the interchange card in hand. Hamlin Welly likewise for the Sharks. Atkinson comes out the back. Trindle, he kicks. Pressure here on Drinkwater. Trindle beats him to it. Trying to bounce pass back on the inside.
Always shovels forward. Ball always shovels forward, then Chad. Scrum feed to Cowboys.
The touch by Trindle was forward out of the hands as he tried to keep it alive. Yeah, if you had a challenge, boy, you'd be challenging that call.
Great work again, Trindle. Instinctively just recognises that Drinkwater's very deep. It looked like his hands were always pushing the ball backwards. He can't believe it. Adam G right on the spot though, Warren, and was quick to call it.
I also believe that Braden Trindle plays without a mouthguard.
There's been a number of players that we've seen this season without mouthguards.
Leahy for the Tigers last night, playing without a mouthguard. Nasty head clash.
Yeah.
Cody Ramsey a couple of seasons ago suffered an awful mouth injury playing without a mouthguard. Quite incredible. Robson from dummy half. Comes to Griffin Neame. Just inside the 30 here as Robson works it away. Edwards towards Teague Wilton.
They just need to keep putting Cronulla deep down inside their own half. They'll need a big kick here from Townsend on Drinkwater. And do a really good job on the first couple of plays to control the outside backs as Purdue comes onto the field.
It's a chance right at the end of the game. Boy, he's been a revelation for the Cowboys and Todd Payton this year. Ison brings it back. Inside 8 minutes remaining. And it's been gripping. It's been falling as well as they work it away here from their own 30. Exactly the sort of game you would have expected between 3rd and 8th on the ladder.
Yep.
So much to play for. The Sharks have just 2 wins from their last 7 games. Damien stays on the ground here. The bunker will get a chance to take a look at the nature of the contact here. Cowboys trying to win for the 7th time in their last 9 games.
Yeah.
Watch it again. Ramian goes to ground. Edwards. I would say he came down on the back of the neck there or the head. This will be play on, despite Ramian feeling a little bit the worse for wear. So 4 tackles gone here as they'll play it just short of the halfway line. It's Atkinson, comes out to Trindle. Over the inside for Nickera, and the Sharks with 1 more play. From Atkinson's boot. High in the air. Drinkwater flying for it. Makes a good grab. And the tackle made by Jesse Ramian. Inside 7 minutes remaining until we take you to Allianz Stadium. The Roosters up against the Sea Eagles. That is must-see TV right here on Super Saturday.
Great run out of dummy half there from Purdue. Marker's not square. Pitched inside 14, 15 metres upfield when they needed it most.
Comes up piece of play by the 18-year-old. Yes, still just 18 is Jackson Purdue.
He's been good drink water.
Played here, almost back at the halfway line. Townsend goes to the air. Deep kick as well. Good contact by Townsend's right boot down to Mulatalo. Taking the ground there by Jeremiah Nane. And we're down to 6 minutes on the clock. 8 is the difference. Sharks still with time, but they need to score twice.
Yeah, no Nico Hines or Will Kennedy, who have contributed a lot in terms of their attacking numbers this year, as Trindle almost comes up with an error with Katoa, yes, and they've seen a knock-on in there.
Subsequent knock-on by Katoa.
Oh, he's filthy.
He's giving it to the touch judge, but the ball comes free here and makes contact with Tom Dearden. They can't challenge. They lost that one earlier in this second half. That was all play on and okay. But then Katoa here didn't have it securely, and Dearden coming in to make the tackle made contact with the ball. Watch this again. Just there. Katoa's got it now, but it's already made contact with Dearden after the first touch. He's blowing up, but the sideline official got that exactly right.
Well, they go to the right this time. Fine by Leah. Look for Drinkwater here. He's been the man tonight out on the edges that's caused some havoc.
There's Edwards just outside the 20. There's Robson from dummy half. Finds Dearden, Drinkwater against an advancing Atkinson. Good tackle there by the Sharks 5'8". Purdue comes back. Dearden. Edwards goes back inside the red zone once again. A field goal, no good for the Cowboys. Tried though, can just about put this one away. Dearden, Nane, Kyle Felt, he'll bring up the win with a hat-trick. The great try-scoring winger, the grand final hero of 2015, Kyle Felt has a third here tonight. It's 28-16.
Well, there's a bit going on here. Kyle Felt celebrating in the face of the 19-year-old debutant, Liam Ison, who came across and tried to save the tackle as Felt went for a line. There's plenty happening here. And the Cowboys, well, they come in tonight with just one win in their previous 12 games against Cronulla. And Cronulla sitting in third position, and the Cowboys clinging on to 8. And it's Robson out of dummy half. Dearden, who's been magnificent again tonight. So too Nane. And Felt brings up a hat-trick out on this right edge for the Cowboys. And a huge confidence-boosting win for the Cowboys. And you can see there in the face of Liam Ison. I thought it was a fair effort from the young fella coming across, just trying to save the try. No malice in it whatsoever. And the Cronulla players, no doubt, taking a disliking to the celebration from Felt up against the young debutant.
They responded to what they saw just there with Ison coming across in cover. Handbags have been put away for the moment. So we've all settled down. Just inside 4 minutes remaining. 28-16. That's the only number you need to worry about at the moment. Sharks, while they're fired up, I feel having a bit to say to the 19-year-old on debut. This man here, Valentine Holmes, who kicked one just a moment ago. For try, the second try of the night from Kyle Felt. He can put this one to bed. Nice night with the boot, hasn't he? Striking them so well, fades this one back. He's got it on remote control. What a kick once again by Valentine Holmes to convert try number 3 for Kyle Felt. Let's watch them all. 1, 2, 3 in order, Mick.
Yeah, beautiful work tonight, Kyle Felt, one of the great finishers. And it's been Drinkwater and Dearden that have put it on a platter for him tonight. His combination with Nane's been terrific. This one, the hat-trick. And the Cronulla side, well, just one win now in their last 5 games. And after a phenomenal start to the season.
Kyle Felt doing it all at the moment. He's up there, batting it backwards, volleyball style. Chad Townsend comes up with possession. There's the live ladder. The Cowboys banking these 2 points. They move within 2 points only of the Sharks, and both teams now with 11 wins. The Cowboys will move to 11 wins and 8 losses. The Sharks, who at one stage were 9 and 1, are now 11 wins, 7 losses.
Well, their points were flowing. Nico Hines had a great start to the year. Will Kennedy, who we've mentioned, not there tonight, also an integral part of their attacking raids. But more importantly, a side that was conceding only 13 points, 12 or 13 points per game to start the year. Another 30 points tonight. Certainly won't please Craig Fitzgibbon.
Liam Myson bringing it back, of course. Will Kennedy returning from suspension from his contact with the referee 2 weeks ago. The Sharks coming off the bye, so it's been a long time for Kennedy watching on from the sideline. Craig Fitzgibbon there. The Sharks run home looks like this, but the Bunnies next week at home. Boy, that's a big game, isn't it? Because the Rabbitohs, a game in hand tomorrow night, far from done with. Then you have Titans up beyond that, then the Newcastle Knights. Some games that, given their form early in the season, you would expect the Sharks to win as they get in the sideline here. Katoa kicks, Dearden is there, loses the ball, and Atkinson plants it down and gives the Sharks, well, the sniff of a chance.
I've said that a couple of times tonight where players just haven't been able, they've been in position. Mulatalo in particular, right on half-time, had a moment that he would like to forget. And Cronulla, well, they needed to play with a little more adventure. Chasing points, Dearden, well, he's always back there. He just took his eyes off the ball at the last moment. Katoa kicks back infield. Just watch here. His eyes are tracking, and then he just takes his eyes off it for that last moment. And Atkinson, well, he's there to swoop on it. Nice moment from the Cronulla 5'8". And that should be it.
Trindle converts. They are still 8 points behind. They would need to score here pretty much off the restart and then find a way to score once again. And that would be the greatest miracle we've seen in the history of the NRL. Craig Fitzgibbon. You're wondering already with Josh Hannay, who knows these parts pretty well, quite obviously, what they've got ahead of them and how they get this ship turned around in the right direction before the finals arrive. That's, of course, assuming they will qualify for the finals, and a long way to go. The Roosters there next. Speaking of the finals, an all top 8 battle, an absolute beauty. It's been a blockbuster Super Saturday right here on Fox League. There next. Sydney Roosters, Manly Seagulls. Only place to see it. Here ad-free, of course, during play on Fox League. A shift, as they have to do. Really, look it up here, just short of the 30. When looking ahead, the Cowboys next week have the Tigers. And then, speaking of blockbusters, they've got a huge game in round 23. The Cowboys meet the Brisbane Broncos. And, well, the Broncos, they're on life support off the back of their loss to the Bulldogs today. And see what happens over the weeks ahead. But that might be the game that ends their season if they can't beat the Cowboys in that one.
A tough old week in Brisbane, isn't it? Back at today's result.
A very tough one. Sharks doing a nice job of keeping the ball alive here, but the kick will be fielded by Kyle Felt. In fact, he goes over the top of it. And then Violea has a swing at it and only just takes it out of play. Not the sort of ending the Cowboys were hoping for, but they've got the job done. Drinkwater and company were terrific tonight. They've beaten the Sharks here, taking a big step towards September at full time, 30 points to 22.